Sri Lanka's most powerful news brand.
A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News. You're with me, Sarah Fonseca. But before we head into our stories, first we'll take a look at headlines in detail.
Brawl at the Uva Provincial Council premises leaves 6 injured. University non-academic staff launch strike action. Disgraced long-time US gymnastics team Dr. Larry Nassar sentenced to 40 to 175 years in prison.
A fight broke out at the Uva Provincial Council today, leaving 6 people, including a provincial councillor who has been hospitalized. Our correspondent said the brawl began when Councillor Ganesh Murthy, who joined the United National Party this morning, was attacked on entering the Provincial Council. Later, a group meeting was convened at the council to decide on how to maintain decorum. The injured were admitted to the Badulla General Hospital. Non-academic staff at the university across the country launched a token strike today, disrupting the activities of the university.
A group of 15,000 people representing all higher education institutions governed by the University Grant Commission are engaged in this strike action. The token strike is being launched, claiming the government failed to implement the conditions reached in the agreement inked in 2016 over benefits and other allowances. Non-academic staff attached to the Sri Pali campus of the University of Colombo also joined in this trade union action. It is reported these employees have refrained from reporting to duty. Around 80 staff members representing all trade unions are taking part in this token strike. Activities across all universities have been hampered.
A fire broke out at a garbage site in Thundorapala, Kurunagala around midnight last night and continued to spread, causing alarms amongst the residents. Two fire engines were deployed at the time to tackle the fire. The police were on site to assist. Firemen at the scene said the fire has originated from an internal section of the garbage mound, making it difficult to control the flames. For 20 years, garbage collected from the Kurunagala town has been disposed at this site, and it now spread across 10. Road developments are essential for a country. However, benefits of these projects, often questionable and unintended consequences, are frequently overlooked. Newsfirst reports on one project which is causing considerable problems for the surrounding areas.
Although the road between Hanawana to Madawala is proving a benefit for many commuters, for the people who live either side of the road, it is the start of a big conflict. The construction was carried out by a private contractor. The road has been carpeted for 5 kilometers and the reconstruction obstructs the entrances to the roads which led to the local houses. All the entry roads along the Hanawana to Madawala are blocked for the residents. Attempts made by Newsfirst to inquire into the matter from the provincial director of the Central Province Road Development Authority were unsuccessful.
In the never-ending issues of human-elephant conflict, Newsfirst reports on another incident affecting the Gombarang-Kadavala village in Trincomalee. Locals claim an injured wild elephant in the area is causing damage to their crops.
The wild elephant has been suffering with a gunshot injury to his left foreleg for nearly 2 months. Locals say the elephant spends its afternoons in the Tirupane Vava and in the nights encroaches the village crops. They add even though wildlife authorities have been informed of the situation, the matter has fallen onto deaf ears. Wildlife officials came here and went for a few times, but they just drive the elephant back into the forest. That is not what we are asking for. We are asking for this innocent animal to be cured. A large number of crops have been destroyed by the elephant. It has an injury on its foot, but the wildlife officials aren't treating it. So the animal gets into the vava during the day with that wound, and during the night it damages crops. Newsfirst contacted the Assistant Director of Wildlife for the Trincomalee Zone, Lalit Kumara, in this regard. He said measures are being taken by the Girithale veterinarian to treat the elephant under the consultancy of the Director of Wildlife Veterinary, Taraka Prasad. He added that relevant sectors have been informed to apprehend those responsible for shooting the animal.
The Homagama Town Development Plan was unveiled today under the auspices of Minister of Mega Police and Western Development, Partly Champika Ranawaka.
Several other government officials also attended the event.
We have selected a distance from Homagama to Malabi as a tech city. We have also constructed a center for manufacturers. The only place to obtain satellite information is also under construction here in Homagama. We are constructing a 4-lane road till Mahahenawatha, not far from the current bus stop. Thereafter, we are expecting to begin construction of a Ruwanpura expressway from Kathuduwa. Parallel to this, we are planning to elevate Kathuduwa to a city. We are also planning to construct an entrance from Mattegoda. When the President visited Korea recently, we made a request for assistance to improve infrastructure of this city. Accordingly, Korea made the biggest investment in their history worth $300 million for a period of 10 years.
The annual symposium of the National Building Research Organization was held in Colombo yesterday, at which a memorandum of cooperation was signed between the NBRO and the National Institute of Land Infrastructure Management of Japan. This institute worked under the Japanese government and deals with disaster and risk management and field research.
Expenditure on relief and reconstruction surpassed the investment on disaster risk reduction by a great margin. NBRO has been performing to the best of its ability to reduce landslide risk, and as a responsibility line agency of the Ministry of Disaster Management, NBRO has vigilantly and dutifully carried out landslide monitoring and early warning works.
I think it is important to think over holistic disaster risk reduction by looking at not each one, but looking at the overall processes from occurrence of natural phenomena to appearance of disaster. Then we need to build and continuously update a policy framework suitable to holistic disaster risk reduction. Of course, incorporation of advanced technologies is another key to holistic DRR. However, those must not be apart from deep understanding of geographical characteristics, including historical, cultural, and societal aspects.
It is to be noted that the subject minister Anura Priyadarshana Yapa was absent for this significant event, just as he was absent when disaster struck the island during last year's floods.
A meeting of the United National Party was held in Kiribati under the auspices of Minister of Regional Development Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca.
Well, they come up with different type of calculations all the time. He was the one who said that a family can live with 2,000 rupees a month. This report contains around 1,333 pages. It was given to us in Parliament. We carried it with great difficulty. If Bandula Gunawardena wants it much heavier, he is more than welcome to carry a bag of cement with it as well. Anyone can say anything on election stages. There are a lot of meetings and the media is also present everywhere for these. So when they make such opinions, people will get to know about them. There is no point in screaming inside Parliament. What happens the most inside Parliament is screaming and fighting. So debating something in there would result in the same thing happening. So if they want to debate, they might as well debate about it on those stages.
Well, this is a wrap-up lunchtime news for the day. Do join us again at 1:55 with the very latest.